Holler. So, it's May 29th, this watch lies. Yes, it is May 29th, 2013, and today, wait a minute, this evening is going to be the second meetup for the San Diego Maker Faire planning group committee thing, meetup. Whatchamacallit, nerds gather and show and tell cool things that they have made. And I'm going because I want to see things that people have made, and since leaving college my sense of show and tell has been utterly crushed. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to expect. Today there have been, throughout the day, my phone's just been bing 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 with all kinds, well, like, there's like 5, but still, that's 5 more than usual. Updates with people talking about what they're bringing. So it's being held at this place called Third Space. I've never been there. Sounds like a hackerspace. Went to the website. It sort of looked like a hackerspace, or a place where cool, crazy, insane, awesome ideas that could possibly change the world forever occur. I think that because I have 1 hour and 3 minutes or 16 minutes of transit ahead of me, let's get this all packed up. And by all this packed up, I mean putting a lens cap on my camera and then throwing it around my neck and head out of the house.
I'm a maker, I admit it. I was joking with Dan about being a serial and a parallel maker. We were makers and we didn't know and such things.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about 3D printing, just as an overview real quick, and then about the driver that I came up with here.
Hi, my name is Amy Ohm, and I'm a little tech savvy, but my craft actually comes from the Renaissance.
Okay, hi, my name is McAfee. I'm a local base in San Diego. This is our invention. This is the Sandbox 3D printer. This is a departure from the printers we've seen so far.
I'm in San Diego Solar Cooking Club. Anybody try solar cooking?
Yeah.
Hey, check it out.
Why we've gone into is building robots, RCs.
And not only do you want to have a 3D printer, but right now there's a lot of people who want to have a big 3D printer, because this is America, damn it. We do that.
So just for fun, in the Google search I typed San Diego Solar Cooking Club. Bing!
Powder printing itself has, I think, a more diverse series of applications that extrusion may see, at least in the long run.
What I do is I take long strips of paper with small metal tools and I create circles.
I wasn't satisfied. I mean, what can we do to make it cheaper? Well, it turns out that companies all over the world will gladly sell you nurdles, little tiny bits of plastic about half the size of a grain of rice, for about $2 a pound. And so there's a community of people who said, well, what can we do? How can we take this and produce this forward?
This is an example of what I've completed on my projects.
I've just been building whatever I felt like building.
Inside here we use, right now we're using a gypsum cement plaster. We're getting some bone powder, some wood powder, and some sea salt actually. We're recommending sea salt. That's going to grind it down very fine.
If you look up quilting on the internet, it's a lot of flowers and butterflies and very older lady kind of stuff. When I take a more contemporary view, I use different paper. Also, I'm a member of the North American Quilling Guild, which there's probably about 500 members.
This is my latest project. You can see I've tried a few designs. This is supposed to be a semi-parabolic dish shape made out of just flat pieces. It also makes a pretty cool lampshade.
So I created a little lamp with my quilling to kind of light my work as well. So something to add a little bit of a feature to the house or a friend's house.
What people are running into as they try to get bigger is that they're running out of power to drive those stepper motors. They're wanting to put bigger stepper motors on there, like this guy, which is a NEMA 23, getting a little toasty, and even bigger than that, which is the NEMA 34, which is, again, a larger motor. And those little drivers will not work.
Here's my version 2 quadcopter. Pretty much what happened was I do photography and I wanted to be able to get aerial photography and aerial photos and videos.
There's a half-inch diameter auger inside acting as an Archimedes screw. Archimedes screw is something that stays constant, turns, and ends up pushing the material. It pushes it through a half-inch piece of pipe through a tiny little hole, a 7/64" hole at the end in this brass pipe.
And we're actually printing out tangible objects with materials that cost pennies.
So sometimes I do a little bit of old lady kind of crafting, you know, that seems to be what pleases everybody in the guild. So if you're on Facebook, look up the North American Quilling Guild. It's a very interesting group of older ladies. There are some men that are involved too. So in my curiosity, I feel that I've mastered to a certain point, and I decided I need to take this to a different level.
The arms are from actually towel racks, because there's really thin walls, square aluminum tubing that you can't buy commercially. I wanted like half-inch tube that had like 30 thou wall thickness, and apparently you can't buy that like industrial mail supply, so I got some towel racks at Home Depot and I chunked them up.
Yeah!
Somehow, for some reason, there's a lot of solar cooking inventor geniuses in San Diego.
This is completely brewed in San Diego. We know of nobody else in America, let alone the world, that's seriously pursuing powder printing. There's been a couple of research projects that were definitely enlightening and very fun to participate with, but ultimately we're announcing a new ecology for 3D printing developing here in California, and we definitely want to make San Diego one of those hotspots.
The lady in Mission Bay, San Diego, who invented a solar cooker out of these are placemats from IKEA.
I think I'm one of 5 that's actually in the guild here in San Diego. So it's a small group, but it's okay, we're growing.
We're hoping that San Diego Maker Faire will be the ultimate launch.
Apparently there's a San Diego Quadcopter flying group, which seems pretty cool, and I may have to check it out later.
We all have different interests within San Diego. We want to see the maker community come together to represent the power that the group has. We are looking for your support. We do need your support. We can't do this on our own, and it's going to be not a overwhelming endeavor, but it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be challenging, and we're really excited about it.
Are you doing any communication in Spanish, considering the location?
Yes,
Me gustaría hacer eso, sí.
Yes, we're definitely going to be incorporating the cross-border region. We think that plays a big role in the economic viability of the mega region as a whole. So we will be incorporating Tijuana as well as other areas within Mexico.
It is hotter than all hell in here. I am sweating because I value continuity. And I knew that if I had done that thing where I leave and I come back, when I come back that fan is on, you would completely know that a number of hours had passed. Thankfully, I have higher standards than that for you, my YouTube audience. Who am I kidding? Nobody watches this thing.
Mike Minute.